and welcome back to the Fox Strength Performance YouTube channel. I am Taylor Fox, and today we're at Powerbuilding Warrington doing what I would call some lower extremity prehab work. So trying to get the knees, ankles, and hips feeling really good. So I started off with this band ankle mobility drill, mobbing straight through the ankle joint and trying to get that deep knee flexion, really open the ankle up, then incorporate some of these circles to really get moving even more and start to open the hip up as well in conjunction with the ankle. And then we're going to move into some hip flexor work. And I really like this one because I feel like it is specific to the mobility needed for overhead press. So trying to open the hip up, but then open up the upper body and get like that thoracic mobility going and being able to like really prioritize that overhead position in a functional standing position. I'm a big believer in like really working on the psoas. I love using the so right to open that up. I feel like it's a big problem for me, but it also can be something that a lot of people overlook. Is paying attention to the hip flexors and really trying to open up that hip mobility and factor it in when you're, for your squat, for your deadlift, but definitely for your overhead press too, with that position, standing in a front rack. You're either going to have mobility limitations with the ankle or the hip. Like most people, it's like we are in a seated position a lot of time during the day, even if you work like an active job, driving a lot. And then for a lot of people, the ankles just get really locked up as well. So opening up one of the two usually provides some benefit, but I really try to prioritize working on both. So then we're going to move into some fire hydrants here in a kneeling position. I really haven't done these in a while, and I've noted that they've been tough in the multiple sessions that I've incorporated them back in. And I've had this nagging glute pain kind of like stemming from my SI issues. So this has been good to kind of just like open that up more. And I feel like, get rid of that nagging pain and those different issues. And I feel like I should come back with a lot more potential with a deadlift, with some of my loading exercises, even with like pushing squats to carry over into other strongman events like yoke. I definitely want to get more comfortable with a really, really heavy yoke because I've had some issues like not feeling strong on the left side, so I stumble to the right, and then that's how I hurt my knee when I was hitting some heavy yoke a while back. And then getting some unilateral work in. I definitely feel like unilateral work could be like fall to the wayside with a lot of people's training. You definitely want to be doing this single leg stuff and make sure you're working on those imbalances. And I just like the rhythm and the coordination of doing this with the kettlebell and then kicking that opposite leg up as you step up onto the step. And I'm big on like the coordination of like you open up that muscle, like doing the stretching, doing the mobility, but then like make sure it's activated, and that I feel like ties into a lot of like the RPR stuff too, like making sure the nervous system's working properly to stimulate the muscle to contract and produce force, but then also that it has the proper length to where you can get to these important positions and demonstrate the performance and the strength that you're supposed to. So this one is interesting. These last couple I got from a guy on Instagram, but I can't actually remember his account at the moment. But basically, I'm trying to press into the ball as I squat down, and that left leg that's against the ball right now, that heel's off the ground, and the foot is a little bit back relative to the right leg. So it's a squat, but then I'm kind of a staggered squat at the same time, and really try to work hard on those glute muscles, ventral glute, and push into the ball, as well as using the other muscles in the squat. And then I really like this one, just kind of really trying to go up and out and then come down slowly, controlled, and then slide back. So again, getting the ventral glute, but then also getting the adductors. Big on like adductor magnus, longus, like those are powerful muscles, and you want to develop them, and you want to like develop all the muscles around them as well. Sometimes you put too much load on a specific area like that, and then that's how you get an adductor pull, which is very painful and annoying to recover from. So laying the framework and base for that kind of stuff to stay healthy through competition season is the focus right now. Doing that exercise, I was like, I feel like I could just do some marches like this too, and that seemed to be a good one to just kind of burn out the hips at the end. And then just getting into some lateral sled pulls. I really like this because I feel like it's a little bit awkward and also can like kind of translate into some strongman events, just like with that footwork of like turning with a sandbag, a max Husafel walk. You want to make sure that you have the ability to turn and continue walking with the load. And then just doing some slow tempo sled push to finish off. And sled is great, and I think you should try to do it at different speeds and tempos. Get that time under tension, get the more power, speed work, but it's still like it's very concentric, so you're not going to beat yourself up and get sore with a lot of volume there, which just allows you to have more work that you can fit into your program. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video, just some different thoughts and feelings on how to lay the foundation. Until next time, keep lifting those heavy weights and hold strong.